Her name is Miss Sullivan. Her daughter receives child, youth, and family services in the Plymouth site. While a trained social worker herself, Miss Sullivan found that DMH services were essential to assisting her to navigate the services and assemble programs in a team that would make a positive difference for her daughter. Now, mind you, we may come with years of experience, right, and face these challenges on any given occasion. So I ask that you give your undivided attention as we greet our next speaker, Ms. Sullivan.
Way lower.
Sorry.
So I'm using my own coping skills because this is very anxiety-provoking. So I want to thank everyone that's come today and for inviting me. This is such an honor and so important to so many people. This is just overwhelmingly beautiful. So like you said, I am a social worker and I've been in human services for disabilities field, a little bit of everything, for 20 years. I worked in family support centers and adult family care, supporting families taking care of a loved one with disabilities. It has always been my passion and privilege to help others. And although I've always put myself into my work, practicing compassion, patience, and empathy for my families, I never really got it until 2 years ago. They told me not to turn away from the microphone, and I'm doing it anyways. So, you hear about red flags or behavior problems at school or maybe a major trauma. Sometimes there isn't that at all. Everything changed when my daughter was 14 years old, and I got a call when I was at work that she was experiencing symptoms that we would later come to know as psychosis. I never saw it coming, and I had no idea what to do. The mental health system is confusing and disjointed. The wait lists are so long. There are more questions than there are answers, and even those aren't black and white, just different shades of gray. Even with 18 years of experience at that point, I was terrified, overwhelmed, and desperate. There was a year of group and individual therapy, MRIs, neurologists, testing, you know the story. A series of ER trips and hospitalizations over the course of 10 months. Denial, grief. We lost Christmas, some friends, and a lot of time. She lost time as a normal teenager, and I lost time mothering her. I'll never forget the time after she was home that I gave her some warm sheets out of the dryer and started crying because of all the times that strangers had to help her and I wasn't the one giving her the warm sheets out of the dryer. The illness took it, and the limbo stuck in the system waiting for a placement where she could get real treatment while living more of a normal life. But she did finally get that placement paid for by DMH in one of the 2 intensive residential treatment programs in the state. There, she finally got both treatment and privileges tailored to what she needed, not what the insurance company demanded. The RTP program taught her about her symptoms, bringing her understanding and clarity. They helped her connect with other kids when it was really hard for her. They helped her understand what she was going through, and us all as a family, what we were going through together. Her stay there and the subsequent DMH Continuum program has helped her gain independence and practice the skills she's learning to manage her illness. She's been home for 4 months now with the support of her therapist, Continuum team, DMH coordinator, school, and a whole crew of people that are cheering her on and supporting her through the bumps in the road. And there's been bumps. Even today, while I'm sitting here really nervous and excited about all you people and all the work that we're all doing, I get a call that today's a bumpy day. But it's all right. We'll get through it. It's just how it goes, right? but I have to mention there's so many successes as well. It was a momentous day when we hung a door on her room again because we felt that she was safe. We may or may not have to take it off again someday, but it's okay. It was a day. We celebrated it. It was cake. We're finally planning a vacation. It's been a year and a half, you know. It's going to be awesome. And all the while, it was because of the support and services that DMH was providing us. We would never be right here where we are if it wasn't for DMH. We're not alone, and I know she's surrounded by people that see her for who she is and will help catch her when we stumble. Thank you.